Hey, it's Rhianna. Welcome back to my channel and another episode of Tasty Tuesday. Today I'm going to be taking this chocolate cake, crumbling it up, and trying to make keto cake balls. So stay tuned. I honestly don't even know what possessed me to try to make cake balls. I've never made a cake ball before in my life, but I have several goodies mixes in my pantry, and I think it was about a week ago I was laying in bed and I was like, cake balls. That's what I want to do. I want to make cake balls. So that's what we're doing today. So the first step is to make a cake. So I use the Goodies Mix chocolate snack cake mix. So I've used the Goodies Mixes multiple times. I've had them in other Tasty Tuesdays. I just love these. They're super easy. Not sponsored, but I love her. I know it seems like between this and my weekend vlog, I'm talking about her a lot, just a coincidence. So the first thing I did was make the cake. So here it is, it's completely cooled. And the second thing I did was I made some cream cheese icing. This is also keto friendly. I'll have a link to my Amazon store where you can pick up the Goodies Mix, and I'll have a link to the recipe that I used for this. So everything has been chilling. The next step is gonna be for me to put my hair up and wash my hands, and then we're gonna start making the cake balls. So the first thing you're gonna do is just take the cake and put it in your bowl. And then just go ahead and start mixing it up, breaking it up. And then I'm gonna add about half of my cream cheese icing. I don't know how much I'm gonna need, so I'm just gonna start with half. And I don't know, do I wanna do this with my hands? I feel like I'm already invested, right? Let's go ahead and start mixing it up. This is pretty moist, so I probably won't need to use all of the frosting. I feel like that's good enough. I feel like if I added any more cream cheese icing to this, that it would be way too wet. Because what we're gonna do now is we're gonna roll this into balls, or scoop this into balls. Haven't decided how I'm gonna do it. And you're gonna pop them in the freezer until they firm up, and then you'll be dipping them in melted chocolate. That's what the Lily's chocolate chips are for. So you definitely don't wanna be too wet, because basically this is how you're gonna eat it, covered in chocolate. All right, I put some parchment paper down on a baking sheet. I have the mix right here and an ice cream scoop. And I'm gonna try to make 24 balls. So let's see what we end up with here. I'm just gonna scoop and roll in place and just keep doing that until all the mix is gone. All right, so I ended up getting 18 balls. I'm gonna go ahead and place these in my freezer for about 30 to 45 minutes. I'm gonna check on them. I want them to firm up. Once they firm up, I will take them out of the freezer and we'll pick back up from there. All right, so we're back. It's been about, let's see, it's been 45 minutes since I placed these in the freezer. They are solid, but still squishy if I squeeze hard enough. So the next step is gonna be to get your chocolate chips, and you're gonna melt those down. Let me get a bowl. I'm not really sure how many I'm gonna need. I don't wanna waste too much of my chocolate chips. I feel like I'm gonna need more than that. All right, so I have about half a cup of chocolate chips, and I'm gonna take about a tablespoon of coconut oil. I'm gonna pop this in the microwave 30 seconds at a time, stirring every 30 seconds until this is melted and nice and smooth. It's been a minute total. You can see it's nice and smooth. And you're just gonna roll the cake balls in the melted chocolate and place it back on the baking sheet. So I drop it in the bowl, I stir it around with a spoon, and then I take it out with a fork and just kind of tap the excess off as best I can, and then place it back on the parchment, and then do the next one. And you're just gonna keep doing that until you finish your baking sheet. Depending on how large your batch is, you might need to make the chocolate coating a few times, and you might wanna keep your cake balls like maybe half of them in the freezer or something, so they don't get too soft while you're doing this. All right, I'm just about finished. I have the last 3 to go. And I can see this, my chocolate's getting a little low, but obviously I don't want to make a new batch because I'm almost done. So I'm just doing the best I can here, rolling it around in the bowl. I'm gonna place these back in the freezer for about 20 minutes to let the chocolate set, and then we'll come back and give them a taste, and I'll let you know how my first ever cake balls came out. All right, so it's been, I don't know, long enough that the chocolate has set on the cake balls. There's the inside. I just finished taking the thumbnail, so it's all pretty and everything. So let's go ahead and give it a try. Wow guys, that is really, really good. I will say I have had other cake balls before, whether I've bought them from like bakeries or Starbucks or someone else has made them, and this one is definitely more moist than I have tried in the past. I don't think that it's bad. I don't think that it's like too wet, and maybe because it was like a keto cake mix that it came out this way. So next time I would probably cook the cake a little bit longer. I did cook it at the highest suggested time setting. It was 33 minutes. I cooked it to the full 33. I think I would do longer than that. Make sure the cake gets as dry as possible. But overall, I think it's really, really good. Very chocolatey taste, and I'm just really happy with how it came out. I'm excited. This was like something that I came up with on my own. I mean, I know people make cake balls, just whatever. But I just mean like, it popped in my head when I was laying in bed, and I was like, ooh, cake balls. And just grabbed some of the ingredients I had on hand and made them. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode of Tasty Tuesday. If you have a recipe you would like for me to try, leave a comment down below. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you enjoyed the content, hit the thumbs up button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. See ya.